Alright, let's get right into it. In this explainer, we're going to look at how to take all your academic experiences, the wins, the losses, and everything in between, and turn them into actual, meaningful progress. It's all about moving forward, and we're going to show you exactly how to do it. Ever feel like you're caught in a stuck loop? You know the one. You go through something, kind of make the same mistakes again, and just end up feeling frustrated. It's a super common cycle. But what if you could switch over to a growth loop? That's where you have an experience, you pause to reflect on it, you take specific action, and you actually see real growth. That shift is precisely what we're going to focus on today. And hey, you don't have to build that growth loop all on your own. Your PAT meeting is the perfect time and place to make it happen. You should really think of your tutor as your partner in this. Someone who can help you pause, figure things out, and plan your next big move. So here's our game plan. First, we'll dig into why we get stuck. Then I'll show you a great tool for looking back in a structured way. From there, we'll talk about turning those insights into action, explore the mindset that fuels this whole thing, and finally, wrap it all up in a playbook for your next PAT meeting. Okay, so to break out of that stuck loop, we first have to make sense of what just happened. To really move forward, we need a smart way to look back, and that's where a fantastic tool called Gibbs Reflective Cycle comes into play. And look, this isn't just about casually thinking about the past. Reflective practice is a deliberate process. You can think of it as the engine that turns your raw experiences into powerful learning, giving you insights that will genuinely improve how you do things next time. So, this Gibbs cycle gives us 6 really clear steps. You start with a simple description of what happened. Then you check in with your feelings about it. Next up is evaluation, what went well and what didn't. Then comes the analysis, where you really try to make sense of it all. This leads to a conclusion about what you could have done differently, and this is the most important part, it all ends with a solid action plan for the future. For example, your description could be, I missed my deadline. The conclusion, I didn't plan ahead. And the action plan becomes, next time I'll use a weekly schedule. See? It's a logical path from experience to action. Now, all that brilliant reflection is basically wasted if it doesn't lead to action, right? That action plan we just talked about needs to be sharp and focused. So this next part is all about translating those insights into a plan that actually gets results. And the best way to do that is with SMART goals. This framework is awesome because it makes sure your goals are more than just vague wishes. They have to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant to what you want, and time-bound, with a clear deadline. This slide shows the difference perfectly. I'll study more is just a wish, isn't it? But look at the SMART goal. I will attend the Academic Skills Workshop next week to improve my essay writing technique. Now that is a concrete plan. It's specific, you can measure it, it's achievable, it's relevant, and it's time-bound. It's a goal you can actually do something about. Another one could be, instead of I need to get better at research, a SMART goal is I'll start my essay draft 3 days earlier to have more time for revisions. That's a real plan. Okay, so we have the tools for reflection and for action. But what's the fuel that drives this whole process? Well, at Regents, we have an underlying philosophy called thinking into character, or TIC for short. This is the mindset that really powers your journey. This quote from Earl Nightingale just nails the whole idea of TICAC. It's a simple but really profound concept. Your beliefs and your attitude are the main drivers of your success. Basically, your thoughts create your reality. So TISC encourages us to think way bigger with our goals. It talks about 3 types. A type A goal is something you already know how to do. A type B is what you think you can do. But a type C goal, now that's what you really want. It comes straight from your imagination and your dreams, and is designed to stretch you and make you grow. So I'm going to ask you right now, forget about what seems logical for a second. What is your type C goal for this semester? What do you truly, really want to achieve? Let your imagination go for a minute. And this is a huge concept in TIC. When you set a big, exciting type C goal, you will always run into something called the terror barrier. It's that wall of fear and doubt you hit when you step outside your comfort zone. But here's the thing, real growth only happens on the other side of that barrier. Understanding this process is everything. It starts with bondage, where you're just stuck in your old ways. Then you use reason to decide you want something more. This immediately creates conflict, and that's when the fear and anxiety kick in. That's the barrier. The final step is freedom, and you get there by acting in spite of the fear. That feeling of fear is totally normal. It means you're on the right track. Okay, so we've got the tools, the action plan, and the ambitious mindset. How do we put it all together? Well, that's what this playbook is for. And it's where your PAT meeting becomes so incredibly valuable. This checklist is how you take charge. Show up with your reflections from the Gibbs cycle. Have a few draft SMART goals ready to go. These are the first small steps toward that big Type C ambition. And don't be afraid to share those huge goals. Most importantly, just be open to feedback and work with your tutor to build your action plan together. Remember, this is not a test. Your PAT meeting is a collaborative space. It's a conversation where you can bounce ideas around, challenge your own assumptions, and get amazing guidance from someone who is 100% there to support you. It really all boils down to this simple 4-step formula you can use over and over. 1. Reflect with structure. 2. Act with SMART goals to get moving. 3. Power it all with that thinking into character mindset. And 4. Speed up your progress by partnering with your PAT. This is your personal blueprint for growth. And I just want to leave you with this final thought. Success isn't some far-off destination. It's a journey that starts the second you decide to take it. The moment you commit to this process, you are already on your way. Okay, one last, really important point. The PAT service is here to give you dedicated academic support, to help you build your skills and hit your learning goals. For any personal or well-being issues, we have other fantastic specialized services for that. And here are the contacts for those services. If you need support with your well-being, have general student questions, or want careers advice, please reach out to these teams. They are there to help you. Thanks for watching.